You might already have some familiarity with the Microsoft 365 service, but there could also be a few aspects of the service that you're still unsure of or have some questions about. Over at Westcal, Thomas also has a few questions. Thomas has begun exploring Microsoft 365 using the new account that Westcal have set up for him. However, there are some aspects of the service that he has a few questions about. Here's a few frequently asked questions around Microsoft 365. Some of the most common of the questions include, what is the cloud? What are the differences between Office for the desktop, Office Online and Microsoft 365? What Office file formats are compatible with Microsoft 365? How secure is Microsoft 365? And can Microsoft 365 be used offline? To start with, here's a look at the cloud. The cloud is an off-site file hosting service to which you upload and synchronize files with OneDrive, Microsoft's own cloud service. Once you have an internet connection, you can access this service anywhere using any device. It's the ultimate portable office. And OneDrive is inherently more secure than a local copy on your computer of your work. Microsoft enforces strict backup procedures to make sure that you never lose your data. Chances are that you have previously used a desktop version of an Office product. This is the way Microsoft has worked for decades. So you might also be asking yourself, what are the differences between Office for the desktop, Office Online and Microsoft 365? Both Office Online and Microsoft 365 are recent additions to the Microsoft product line. They add a whole new level of functionality for users by enabling them to use Microsoft apps and services on the go, across multiple devices. Take a moment to find out more. Office Online is a free service that is available to anyone with a Microsoft account obtained from office.live.com. This version of Office allows you to view and edit files in apps like Word, Excel and PowerPoint. However, keep in mind that Office Online apps have basic functionality compared to their desktop versions, so some features won't be available. As you've seen already, Microsoft 365 is a subscription-based service that combines Office Online and Office for the desktop. Once you're subscribed, not only do you get access to Office Online, but you can also download Office for the desktop. Microsoft 365 also includes the functionality that the desktop version of Office delivers while maintaining web-based access, multi-device support, and enhanced collaboration tools that make it an attractive solution. Another frequently asked question is, what Office file formats are compatible with Microsoft 365? The good news is that Microsoft 365 enjoys full compatibility with any files that were created with Office 97 or later. However, be careful when opening Microsoft 365 files in Office 2007 and earlier. While Office 365 can read all formatting and features from previous versions of Office, this does not work the other way around. As you've seen, all these services are cloud-based, with all the information put into Office apps running back and forth across the internet. This might lead you to raise questions around security and ask, how secure is Microsoft 365? You'll be relieved to hear that you don't need to worry. Microsoft 365 offers the same user-level security options and trust center as the desktop version. In fact, you can even enable encryption and set permissions using the Right Management Service, also known as RMS. And if that wasn't enough, Microsoft's OneDrive servers are also stored in secure, specialized data centers where physical and virtual security is strictly regulated. In fact, for small to medium-sized businesses, Microsoft 365 offers better security than these organizations typically rely on. And in addition to all this, Microsoft also makes sure to implement security measures and protocols in accordance with the legal requirements in different jurisdictions. What happens if you don't have internet connectivity, or you briefly lose your connection while working with applications? You might be wondering, can Microsoft 365 be used offline? The short answer is yes. While Microsoft 365 is primarily intended for internet connectivity, it can be used offline. But to fully experience everything it has to offer, including cloud tools and storage, you will need an internet connection. Here's a quick look at what Microsoft 365 is like during offline use. Desktop versions of Office apps that you've downloaded through Microsoft 365 can be used offline. However, they must be connected to the internet every 30 days to maintain your subscription. Don't worry about this deadline too much though, as you'll be warned before the time frame elapses. Finally, it's important to remember that any features reliant on internet connectivity cannot be used offline, such as OneDrive or the many collaborative tools that are available. You're now familiar with the basics of Microsoft 365. Great work!